The marketing planning guide for cleaners video. I wanted to make a quick video just to show you some specifics of what is really the way to plan your marketing here. So understand first that this entire plan is a combination of actual marketing that I've either done in my own cleaning company or a lot of the times have helped other cleaning companies all over the world do. This is not theoretical. This is real, true life stuff that we're going to get into and talk about here. So the first thing that I wanted to mention before we really get into this is, because we do talk specifically about several different types of marketing here. And this is one of the common questions that I get all the time. John, do Postcards work? Does SEO work? Do Google ads work? Do Facebook ads work? Does whatever fill in the blank work? And the answer is always, well, it depends. How are you doing that marketing? What is your marketing strategy? So understand it's not just about the media. It's not the Google ad. It's not the SEO. It's not what you're doing. It's how you're doing it in your entire marketing plan. So I wanted to make sure that you guys understand why, really the big thing about this whole plan is that it's all about, number one, the key to get is massive action. Okay, every time I ever talk to a cleaner that's successful, he's always letting me know that he's trying all sorts of marketing tactics. Whenever I was slow, I'd go and try 10 of these things or more, and next thing you know, I'd be pretty busy. So understand that massive action is important. Money likes action, okay? So make sure that if you're slow, or even if you're not slow, even if you're trying to stay busy and trying to grow your cleaning business, you need to understand that money likes action. Take action. Don't fail to implement. I mean, that's a big, real thing for a cleaning company owner. You can easily get sidetracked because you probably don't have a boss if you're the owner, right? And you're able to do whatever you want during the day. So take that time, and one of the smartest things you can work on and learn about is marketing. So keep that in mind. So I do highly suggest that you print this plan out, that you do, like we talk about here, pick at least 10, if not more, of these things to do and work on every single week. If you're better with less, that's fine. That's not a concrete number. But the main thing that I want to get across to you is massive action is important. Taking one of these things and just working on it a tiny bit is not going to get you much of anywhere. Maybe it'll get you somewhere, but you want to work on lots of these things. And then the other thing is, don't fail to implement. One of the reasons why I want you to print this out is because you're likely to implement more. You're likely to keep it with you and remind you that you have it and to implement it more. So do that. And don't be scared. The other thing to really get across with this is, don't be scared to do marketing. I know I talk to guys all the time that are frightened because they've done marketing before in the past and it failed and it didn't work for them and it lost them money, or they fell for some scam by some SEO guy or who knows, online marketing person that promised them the world. There are no golden bullets here, guys. There's nothing, what I'm going to talk about here is this real world stuff. So, let's just get right into it. First, I did give you guys this calendar. Now, this is mostly just for a basic idea of what you should be doing generally throughout the year. So go over this, understand that, throughout the year, ideally your past clients and the neighborhoods and the people that you're really repeatedly marketing to want to hear from you. If they want to or not, maybe you want them to hear from you throughout winter, February, several times throughout the year. You want to brand yourself inside of their minds. That's how you brand yourself, by that repeat marketing through neighborhood marketing, through display ad marketing, through whatever it may be. But that's what that branding part is about, and that's kind of what that calendar is about. So first and foremost, we're not going to go over everything because you guys do have the report. I'm not going to go over absolutely everything, but I wanted to touch on a couple of highlights here. So first and foremost, I always talk about marketing to your past clients. Past client marketing is, if you ask any advertising person, marketing person that knows anything about marketing, they're going to tell you that most companies neglect their past clients and they don't market effectively to their past clients. And it's really really, really bad, because that's the cheapest marketing that you can do. That's the best bang for your buck that you can do, especially in the cleaning company, guys. In the cleaning business, the people that have done business with you before, you know two things. One, they know you, and they actually hire a cleaning company. Not everybody hires a cleaning company, so market to them. So I recommend that, yes, you market to them with really 3 or 4 different ways, not just one way. Postcards are the only foolproof way that you can actually get to them, because email newsletters are great, and I do highly recommend that you do those, but people tend to give you email addresses that don't ever check. They tend to unsubscribe, and which is fine. They're still cheap to do, so do emails. But postcards, the only way you can really reach them again. So postcards, or even a physical folded newsletter, yes, every couple of months for the first 2 years after you clean for them, market back to them. That way you'll brand yourself into their mind. And also, too, they'll know all the different services that you do. If you do one service, they don't necessarily know that you do the other services. So educate them about the benefits to those. Then also, too, you'll get more referrals. They'll come back more often. Also, when you start educating them about things like 3 reasons to get the carpet cleaned, or why pressure washing is important, or whatever the case may be. But you want to do that. Also, do the reminders. Yes, I think the 6-month reminder postcards are kind of a bit overkill, and sometimes even maybe silly in some cases. 1 year reminders are great, because that's the time that most people are looking at cleaning. 2 years are great, but anything more often than that is probably overkill, and instead you need to be doing more marketing about why cleaning is important, and 2, marketing about the benefits of your other services. So reminder postcards are great. I recommend every 1 year and 2 years. And then after 2 years, think about taking them off your mailing list. At that point, you realize that you've marketed to them well for 2 years. Take them off your mailing list. Sure, still email them. And we're going to talk about text marketing too in just a second. Google ads are great for probably the better pay-per-click from what I've seen here lately. So Google ads can be great because you're really targeting in on people who are actually looking for a cleaning service. They're not on Facebook, they're just hanging out in social environment, and you're walking up and giving them an offer, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But Google ads are usually your best bang for your buck, specifically because it's people only looking for cleaning, but you got to do Google ads right. Just like with all these things, you got to do them right. Google ads are something that you really want to make sure. We've got a whole training course for that in the Ad Coaching Club. You want to make sure you're doing it the right way. Facebook, yeah, you do want to post to Facebook. Keep in mind, though, that most people aren't going to see your stuff, so you're going to probably have to do some Facebook advertising. Facebook advertising can be good. It can also be a bottomless pit. Is kind of the thing for Facebook ads. It can work well. Keep in mind, it's very volatile. You never know really what your return's going to be. It goes up, it goes down. If you're inclined to try to do it, do it. Be careful about hiring an agency to do it. That's one of the types of marketing that we train on a little bit. I don't really like to do Facebook ads for cleaners, mostly because it's just so up and down. It's not really that predictable. I don't like any marketing that's not that predictable. So we talked about email newsletters. Yes, do email newsletters. Send them to your clients. Not everybody's going to stay on your email newsletter, but do them. Do SEO strategies. We just did an entire course on Google My Business and how to get ranked there. Spend some time there. If you've got the extra money, pay somebody else to do it. If you don't, do it yourself. Roll up your sleeves and do it yourself. There's training courses out there. We've got some training courses out there. Learn it. It's an important thing, but don't bank on SEO ever. I've known guys that have spent all their money on getting ranked and depended on the ranking, and then overnight the ranking dropped. Don't depend your business on Google. That's all I've got to say. Social media, blog posting, you want to do that stuff. Concentrate on Google Local, Google My Business. Make sure your site looks good on a mobile device. Again, we're not going to take time to go over all this. Another great thing is like YouTube. That's a cheap thing to do. Create YouTube videos of your different cleaning services by all means. And, the more you do them, the better you'll get at them. But do that of how you're cleaning, of you talking about your guarantee, of you in a customer's house, testimonials from customers, you got it, you name it. But just do videos. Sure, put them on YouTube and keyword them with your cleaning services. So gift certificates, gift vouchers, we've done clean cash certificates. Those are great to give to realtors, love them, floor retailers love them, and even your clients love them as a referral pass around. Commercial marketing, I highly recommend that you do, if you want to do commercial marketing, that you do letters, that you send them letters that are attention getting, follow those letters up with a visit or a phone call. This is going to be a better use of your time than just randomly visiting these places. Doctors' offices are great. Lawyers' offices are always great. Dentists, people like that. Private schools we've always loved. Every door direct mail. The thing about every door direct mail is it does get better with repetition. I've got an entire report just based on every door direct mail. So keep in mind, you probably want a budget of at least $1,000 a month to make this work. You probably want to dedicate at least a few months. You should get some return within the first month, but don't expect your best return within the first month. So keep that in mind. We've got all these templates for all this stuff, but especially obviously direct mail and client postcards that we can actually do for you and design for you. But every door direct mail is something that you want to consider. If you really have neighborhoods that you want to hone in on and neighborhoods that are high end that you really want to get to, yes, I consider every door direct mail. Realtors, marketing to realtors, interior designers, flooring retailers, absolutely. But have a program. Don't just walk in with a business card. If nothing else, a gift card. We've got a whole program for that where we give them brochures on our different services, gift cards, goodies, treats, clean cash certificates, whatever it may be. But all those little widgets help. Realtors especially love that kind of stuff because they're nice little leave-behinds. They can easily have these small things to put in their briefcase, their purse, or whatever, and give to their clients. They love that type of stuff. Doorknob hangers. Yes, doorknob hangers are good. I do recommend them. They're not maybe the biggest bang for your buck that you can get, but especially if you're doing them as 5-arounds to the homes that you just cleaned for, they're smart. They're smart to do. They're smart for little reminders. Newspaper in some small cities can still be good. Personally calling or doing voicemail blasts to past clients. Again, that's just past client marketing. It's a smart idea. Sometimes it can be a really, really good return for your marketing. Just realize that you can't do it a lot. You can't call or do voicemail blasts to your clients every other month, right? That's why instead of really giving that real message, you want to do something like an email newsletter and a postcard, an educational postcard that really educates them. Concentrate on getting more reviews on Google and on Facebook. That type of thing really, really helps to boost your SEO and even give you credibility. Really, remember, like we've talked about in some of the other videos about website marketing or even just marketing in general, people are wondering if they can trust you. So reviews help to prove that. Other tactics, of course, just giving gift cards out to clients, doing postcards, mailers to based around the holidays. Really, that's what that whole marketing calendar is about. We've done it before and after holiday cleanup where Santa Claus is walking around and you're there as the answer to clean carpet floors, or if you do maid services, to a clean home. Doing voicemail blasts to past clients with your special offer, but not only that, if it's like freezing season, reminding them that the pipes are freezing and you're there if there's an issue. And just as a customer service, sometimes that's a good idea to remind them to protect their outside pipes, that type of thing, and even their inside pipes. If you need to, at the end of the day, knock on doors if you have to, both commercial and residential. Keep in mind, your message is always perceived better if you preceded yourself with a mailer. So keep that in mind. Knocking on doors, though, is not beneath me, and it shouldn't be beneath you if you want to keep busy. Sending a letter. Letters, I've got one client, several clients who've gotten some of the best returns ever, like, 5,000% return on marketing when they've done some really good letters. We've got a Times Are Tough series that was really, really good, that was sent out in like January, February to select better clients that got really big jobs. So that, keep in mind, letters can be super quick to send, super easy to send. Just print them out, put them in an envelope. Yeah, it's going to cost you 50 cents, but my gosh, your past clients are worth that, guys. I'm telling you, your past clients are worth that. Some other examples that we've shown on here, we won't really go over these, but keep in mind, we've got the templates for all of these. For the email newsletters, we even have a whole system where we can actually set the email newsletters already ready to go inside of software. You get free access to our software in our ad club. We've got the postcard templates. We've got all of this inside of the ad coaching club. So if you need help with your marketing, I highly suggest that you try it out. There's no commitment. You can stay in for a month. You can stay in for 5 years. There's no commitment that you stay in for any length of time. If it's helping you, which most members it does, and they stay in for a long time. If it's helping you, that's what it's all about. And really, we're continually adding stuff to it, templates and training. And I think you'll really get a lot out of it if you need some help for your marketing, both client marketing and being able to send to new prospects. Keep in mind too, we even have programs where we can mail these for you for postcards for really starting at around 40 cents a postcard, and that's shipping, labeling, handling, everything, postage, all included. So check it out. The link's down here below this video, and we'd love to have you part of the Ad Coaching Club.